All right, y'all, it's time to get personal. Now, I have talked to you about different ways that you can make money writing online. I have even talked to you about how you can get started freelance writing. What I have not talked to you about is exactly how I make money writing online. So that's what we are diving into today. Before we get started, I'm Multi-Passionate Meg. I am a public health pharmacist turned content strategist and entrepreneur. And this channel is all about content creation tips, online business building, balancing it all with motherhood. And if that is something that's up your alley, I would recommend that you subscribe to the channel and that you turn on your notification bell so that you know when I'm back in these YouTube streets. Now, when I started my business, which was back in, let me fix that because I did not think of it as a business initially. When I started looking into writing online, I was introduced to the idea of copywriting. So that's what we're going to talk about first. Now, when you hear copywriting, what do you think of? Do you think of like patent protection and intellectual property? Because if so, that's not what I'm talking about. A lot of people hear that I'm a copywriter and they think I have something to do with protecting your creative work, and I have nothing to do with that. That is copywriting with an R. This is copywriting with a WR. What a copywriter does, very general terms, a copywriter uses words to create copy, a collection of words that incite a particular action in a person. Usually they are trying to sell something. So basically we are writing to sell. Think about commercials that you see. Who writes those commercials? Copywriters do. Think about ads that you see on billboards. Who writes those ads? Copywriters do. Think about New York and Company, Shein, ASOS, those promotional emails that you get. Who writes those emails? Copywriters do. Copywriters basically write most of the things that you see, most of the marketing collateral that you see on an everyday basis as a consumer that is designed to try to get you to buy something. Now, sometimes there's copy that is trying to get you to do something else, right? It's not always like, here, buy this thing. Sometimes it's like, here, sign up for this email list. Here, share this with a friend. That's all copy too. So it's not always selling, but the end goal is usually to sell. They want you to share it with a friend because they want more prospects, because those prospects can turn into buyers. They want you to sign up for the email list because email is the most direct way that they have to get in contact with you, and they want you to buy something. So copywriters write words to sell. That means that copywriting is not just about knowing how to write. A huge part of copywriting is also knowing how to put yourself in the shoes, but more importantly, in the brains of someone else. You have to be able to tap into who your audience is, why they think the way that they do, how do they view different things in the world, and you got to incorporate all of that into what you are writing, the copy that you write. Now, there are all types of copywriters who make money writing online, right? So you can specialize within the field of copywriting. Maybe you specialize in email copy, maybe you specialize in website copy or launch copy. So when a company is launching a new program or course or product, you specialize in their launches. You might specialize in sales pages, so the website that you end up on when the person actually wants you to click buy. You can also specialize by like industry, so maybe healthcare or software or instruments, I don't know. When I started copywriting, I specialized in website copy. Website copy is when you go to a business's website, the words you see on the page, how the page is organized, what the page is designed to get you to do, how it flows, the words that are there. That is website copy, and that is the type of copy that I do today for my clients. However, it is not the main source of income for me. So it is still something that I do, but it's not the primary thing that I do anymore. When I started out, I thought that's what I wanted to focus on, but I soon realized that what was a stronger fit for me was content writing. Now you might hear copywriting, content writing, what in the world is the difference? This is actually a very controversial question. If you ask different people, they will tell you different things. I personally don't think it matters. I don't think like this discussion about whether or not they are the same thing is important, so I'm not going to get into that. I will tell you, however, that basically content writing is a less it's a less marketing driven way to bring people into the ecosystem of a company. Now, what the hell am I talking about, right? Okay. It's basically like if there is a fly in my room, okay, and I want to get that fly, I could go grab my fly swatter and I can go find that fly and attack it until it goes away. Or I can get a jar of honey and I can wait for that fly to come to me. And in that way, I can trap that fly in my ecosystem and do what I need to do to that fly. So copywriting is almost like we got to go out here. We got to find these people. We got to let them know that they need to buy this product. You know, we're going to create some creative, interesting campaign that is designed to get them. For the purposes of my analogy, y'all, ride with me, okay? Then you have your content writing approach, which is like, nah, I'm going to create a funnel. I'm going to create some content that's informative, educational. It doesn't feel salesy. And so by providing something that this fly wants and is interested in naturally, I naturally attract that fly into my ecosystem rather than having to go out and trap it, attack it myself. I hope that makes sense. So content writing, think about like blog posts, videos you watch that are answering questions that you actually have. From a business perspective, the reason that the business is interested in content writing is because content writing is a part of a larger concept known as content marketing. And content marketing is basically using content, educational, informative, entertaining content to solve problems for prospects in hopes that by solving that problem, you bring a prospect into your business's ecosystem and later down the line, you can convert them into a customer or a client. You follow the same? I hope that makes sense. It's a little more slick. You're a little more slick with it when you're doing content writing. For a long time, that is what I focused on primarily for clients. And I still do content writing for clients. But there is another piece of this content marketing puzzle that is critically important and is necessary before you actually get into content writing, and that is content strategy. So content strategy is now the crux of what I offer the clients I work with. If you have watched the content marketing series that I did on the channel, you probably already know this, but if you have not, one, you should go catch up on that. But to summarize, content marketing is a several-stepped process. People often think about content creation or content writing as like that's what content marketing is, but it's only a small piece of it. Content marketing actually starts with content strategy, and that's how you plan out what your calendar, what your actual content, what your distribution plan, your promotion plan, your evaluation plan, your repurposing plan, what all of that stuff is going to look like. It all starts with the content strategy. That is what I do for the clients that I work with. I, in some cases, develop the actual content strategy for them. And something that I am moving more towards now in more of a consultant capacity is teaching them how to create the content strategy on their own. So they're not out here creating content for show or just because it looks cute. They're creating content because they're trying to achieve something related to their business goals. And that is the value that people see in the services that I provide. That's how I get paid. Okay. A lot of times the companies themselves, they don't have the in-house expertise or the desire to bring that expertise in-house. And so they outsource that content strategy creation, that content writing, sometimes that copywriting, so that those external people like me can handle that. Or maybe they do have support in-house, but their in-house support needs more support. So I would come in and collaborate with, people in their marketing arm. But that's kind of what that arrangement looks like. And so the natural next question might be, well, who do you write content for? Like, who are your clients? In one arm of my business, my clients are primarily innovative health companies. So they're health companies that are wanting to be more involved online in building their thought leadership and, attracting clients in unique ways. That is who I primarily serve. Makes sense because, right, I'm a pharmacist, so I have a healthcare background. I know healthcare, I know how that stuff works. That's kind of how I naturally moved into that particular space. In the very near future, I also plan to offer a similar set of services to fellow online service-based business owners. I know a lot of business owners are solopreneurs, or they are just moving to the levels of having a team and serving more than one person at a time. And in a lot of cases, their content needs to catch up to that. And they might be heavily involved on social media and have a large social media presence, but their content otherwise, their web-based content might be lacking. And that is a missed opportunity, because there is a lot of room for growth there. That's what I help my health clients do. And so in the very near future, that is what I will be helping fellow online service-based business owners do as well. So y'all will see a lot more about that in the near future. But for now, that's kind of how my business works, who my clients are. So if you do own a service-based business and you are wondering how you can better use content, copy, content strategy, content marketing to grow your prospect base and to better connect with your target audience, you should definitely subscribe. One, you should also go listen to the content marketing playlist that I have on this channel, because I think you'll learn a lot about kind of how content can work better for you. And then again, if you need to learn more about how to make money writing online beyond what I do, highly recommend checking out these two videos next. I'll see y'all next time.